Ireland defeat Tonga 59 points to 16 in what was simply an incredible Irish performance. Before this game, I described it as one in which will be incredibly physical and could be one of the most sort of tightly fought games of this weekend. And boy, I was wrong. I mean, you could potentially give me the physical comment, as there was some big hits flying in, but in terms of being competitive and a compelling watch, it certainly wasn't competitive, that's for sure. Ireland put on an absolute clinic. Now, you often see these big teams like Ireland taking on sort of a team in which they're expected to beat and beat comfortably, and as soon as they get in the lead, foot comes off the gas and they sort of coast to a comfortable win. Now, the Irish certainly didn't do that. You were looking at sort of the 65th, 70th minute. Ross Byrne was running in to get that ball to kick it to touch. There was an urgency and a real purpose about what the Irish did. Now, in terms of try scorers, it was 8 tries, 8 conversions. So once again, brilliant kicking from Sexton and Byrne. But 8 tries against what is, I would describe, a relatively strong and physical Tongan team. The try scorers were Byrne, really nice opening try actually, with a lovely tip pass. And Byrne really found the try line quite impressively over his head. Doris and then Sexton broke the Irish points record with a lovely try. For an old dog, he certainly can still move. A lovely step off his right foot, turned the defender the wrong way, and he went under the sticks. And you don't often see a lot of emotion from Johnny Sexton, but he certainly celebrated that one. Lowe and then Bundyaki got a couple, with Herring at the end finishing off what was an incredible performance with a sort of overthrow from the Tongans in the 80th minute. So, look, incredible performance from Ireland. On the Tongan side, Havili kicked a few penalties, which was impressive. Some real nice accuracy, some good strikes off the tee. And then it was a try for Fafita just on the half-time mark, which actually coincided with Peter Romani's yellow card. Just repeated defensive by the Irish on their own line. And you sort of went sort of 47 minutes, which was obviously 7 minutes into the sort of added time or the red zone. So look, Tongans did well to sort of stay in it before half-time, and then they kicked another penalty to open up the scoring in the second half. So look, the Tongans definitely did fight, but if in terms of sort of their performance, you'd have to say not a lot went well. The sort of things that I noted down was discipline, like against a team with Ireland who have got the boot of Lowe and Sexton. If you're giving away stupid penalties, they're really going to punish you. So yeah, I noted down discipline, real issue. Even some experienced players. I mean, Tammy Fawina, or the tight head. Stuff simple as when there's a guy on the wrong side, just leave the ball. Do not compete. It's just blatantly obvious and you're going to get pinged every time. Some of the kicking was just mindless. I mean, Keenan had an absolutely incredible performance at fullback, but yeah, the Tongans, I mean, they're not used to kicking. That's not really their style, but I guess they were forced to at times, and it just sort of went straight down their throats if Havili wasn't kicking. And then just the general accuracy, just going forwards, lots of knock-ons and not real levels of cohesion. On the Irish side, I mean, what didn't go right? Look, the maul was something that I was really impressed with. I've always felt like Ireland in the warm-up game sort of underutilised this, and they've really brought it to fruition in this game. Really nice kicking. Mac Hansen, unbelievable kicking. Like, if you had to pick the kicker out of the two wings, you'd probably edge towards Lowe, but Hansen, what 50-22s, beautiful kicking. Sort of all the back three. Keenan, I believe he got 50-22, some just lovely, intelligent play. And look, I believe obviously Tongan's USP is that they're physical. And I believe Ireland just used that against them completely. The waiting on some of the Irish passes to just draw a real physical defender out the line and just pop it on, and then a player will go through. You saw it with Lowe scoring his try. Bundyaki, look, there was lots of moments in which just a brilliant bit of Irish intelligence could seek out that a player wanted to just absolutely fold them into two pieces, and they used it against them. If you're going to hit me real hard, that means you're going to leave a dog leg and there's a space. So look, really good decision making from the Irish. Now look, I'll do a video breaking down player performances and scores, but I have to just mention Conor Murray. Wow, like Jameson Gibson-Park is a world-class player, but Conor Murray throws his name right back into the picture in this game. Just intelligent box kicking, some really nice stuff. Got charged down once, but apart from that, phenomenal box kicking. Nice weight on his passes. Was doing a bit of sniping, which took the pressure off of Sexton. Just a real complete performance from Conor Murray, and yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Now, Ireland were very clinical. I mean, the scoreline says that, doesn't it? Nearly 60 points, and as soon as they were in the sort of the 22, they just wouldn't let off. Some really nice ball carrying from the forwards. And yeah, they definitely matched the Tongan aggression and probably even won that battle also. Now, look, it's very hard to find negatives in the Irish performance. The one thing I would note is that when Herring came on, the line-out did sort of falter a little bit. I believe they lost a couple line-outs. I mean, they've got some big forwards jumping for Tonga, but you shouldn't really be losing line-outs in sort of the Irish level and standard of performance. So they want to tighten up on the sort of line-outs where, was it Herring was throwing? But look, not a bad day in the office. And yeah, it's just when the replacement hooker comes on, you just got to get your line out sorted, because look, it's a bit of disruption. I mean, you've got Josh van der Fleer, you can throw that ball in the line out, so I suppose not all is lost, but look, they were phenomenal tonight, Ireland. And yeah, Bundyaki once again impresses. I mean, I'm not used to Bundyaki scoring so many tries. A lot of them usually come wide or out, but in the last 2 games, Sexton and Bundyaki have raked up the tries. Like, Johnny Sexton, he's on 3 tournament tries in 2 games. Bundyaki's on 4, I think it's 4, or maybe 1 less or 1 more, but wow, that is just absolutely incredible from the Irish. I mean, they're just tearing teams apart at the minute. I think, what, is that over 100 and something points in 2 games? Against, obviously, they were expected to win heavily last weekend, but Tonga are no fools. I mean, they've got a stronger team than when they played England in 2019. And the English didn't even put that many on them. I think it was like 30 or 40. So, wow, impressive performance from the Irish. I'd love to know what you think of the performance. Obviously, it's going to be a positive words on the Irish side and less so on the Tongan side. Let me know what you think of certain players' performances, and if there was a weakness in the Irish performance, what is it? Because I certainly can't see many. And yeah, look, as always, I'll get back to all your comments. And yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching.